It's time for Children's Chapel. With the singing of the Children's Chapel theme song, we begin another quarter-hour worship service within our radio chapel. This is your chapel friend, Jean Larson. We're glad to have you join us. We had you young friends in mind as we planned this service. Thanks for your many cards and letters, and we're especially happy for the many requests for the chapel songbook. This tells us that more and more of you are joining us in the singing of the hymns. Later in our service, I'm going to tell you how to get one of our free Children's Chapel songbooks if you don't have one yet. Right now, we're going to sing hymn number 62, Jesus Shall Reign. That's number 62 in your songbook. Once again, we turn to the book of Ruth in the Old Testament of the Bible for our dramatic story from God's Word. Listen carefully. Perhaps God will have some special message for you as you hear this story.
Today we conclude the story of Ruth, the young woman who left her own people and went to live in a foreign land. After Ruth's husband dies, she comes to the land of Judah with her mother-in-law, Naomi. It is the harvest season, and Ruth goes to work as a laborer in a farmer's field to support herself and her mother-in-law. As the scene opens, Ruth has just told Naomi the name of the man who owns the barley field where she has been harvesting. Naomi becomes strangely excited by this information.
His name is Boaz. You have been gleaning barley in Boaz's field. Ruth, do you know what this means?
My dear mother-in-law, if you would just calm down long enough to explain it to me.
And he seemed to like you? Oh, excellent, excellent.
Will you please tell me what this is all about? I come home from working in a farmer's field, and suddenly you become all excited.
You see, it's Boaz, and you didn't even know. Of course, how could you? You are from Moab. You don't know any of the people here in Judah.
Well, then will you please explain it to me?
Well, Ruth, I have been thinking about your future. Ever since your husband died, I have hoped that you would remarry. My son, I know, was a wonderful husband to you, and it won't be easy to find another with his qualities.
You want me to remarry?
Yes, Ruth. You are a fine and beautiful woman, and you deserve happiness. It is not good to be alone.
But I am not alone, Naomi. I have you.
Yes, Ruth, we have each other. But I am an old woman, and you must think of yourself.
Anyway, what has all this to do with Boaz? Naomi, are you trying to tell me you want me to marry Boaz?
And why not?
But it's impossible. Marry Boaz? Why, the whole idea is ridiculous. He is a wealthy man, and I am a foreigner without means and no dowry. Now, no man is going to marry a woman without a dowry.
You are mistaken, Ruth. You do have a dowry.
Naomi, how can you say that? I work all day in a hot field so that we can eat. And now you are pretending that I have a dowry. Naomi, my dowry was given to your son when I married him. Do you remember? After he died, well, you know what happened. I sold everything so we could come here to live.
Ruth, My husband owned some property here in Judah. In this country, when a man dies, his property goes to his widow. If she wishes to sell the property, she must first offer it to her husband's nearest relative. And if he wishes it, that means he will also want to marry you. God, under whose wing you have taken refuge, has guided you to the field of Boaz.
What is all this talk about Boaz?
Don't you see, Ruth? Boaz is my husband's nearest relative. Oh, this is wonderful. I have everything worked out. Here is my plan.
Yes, Naomi, I understand everything.
All right, then. Tell me again what you are to do.
I am to go to Boaz's thrashing barn.
Oh, I have some perfume. You must wear perfume. Let me put some on you.
I am
There.
to say to Boaz, I am Ruth, your maidservant and next of kin. Oh, I forgot. I am to fall down at his feet.
Yes, yes, that is right. Oh, Ruth, you look lovely. You're ready now. Go.
Oh, I have eaten so much, and I am sleepy. I guess I'll just lie down on the floor and close my eyes for a bit.
Oh, dear. Boaz is asleep. Now what should I do? Well, Naomi said I am to bow down at his feet. I hope he doesn't have a temper.
Huh? Who's there?
It is I.
A woman? Who are you?
It is I, Ruth. Don't you remember me? I worked in your field today.
Oh, yes. What are you doing here?
I am Ruth, your maidservant and next of kin.
Oh? Oh, I think I understand. You are Naomi's daughter-in-law, and that makes us related through marriage.
Yes, I guess it does.
Did she send you?
We discussed it, and we decided that I should come.
You know what this means? Coming here to me?
It means I acknowledge you as my next of kin. If you wish, you may take me as a wife.
Are you willing?
Yes, I am willing, Boaz. For I know you are a good man, and a man who trusts in God.
May you be blessed by the Lord. This is a great honor you show me, but you are mistaken.
Mistaken?
Both you and Naomi are mistaken. I am a close relative on Naomi's husband's side, but I am not the next of kin. There is another who is closer than I. I only hope that he will forfeit his right to have first claim on you.
Oh, dear. There is another? A closer relative than you?
Yes. But in the morning I will talk to him. Perhaps he will let me do the part of the next of kin. I hope so, Ruth, for I am very anxious to have you to be my wife.
Is that true, Boaz? You want to marry me? A foreigner?
Yes. Yes, little Ruth. For all of Bethlehem knows you are a worthy woman.
And then what happened?
Well, then he gave me 6 measures of barley, because he said I must not return to you empty-handed.
The man will not rest until he settles this matter. I suspect he has settled it already. It's mid-morning. I shouldn't be surprised to see him appear at any moment.
Oh, you are right, Naomi. Here he comes up the path.
Quick, how do you look? Wonderful. Oh, isn't this exciting? Oh, good morning, Boaz. It's good to see you again.
Good morning, Naomi. May God bless you.
Hello, Boaz.
Ruth.
Have
Are you
been-
glad to be back? Well, I guess I'll get right to the point. Ruth, I have seen your next of kin and the matter is settled.
Yes?
We will marry.
May God bless your marriage.
A beautiful ending to a beautiful story from the Holy Bible. Ruth, the Moabite woman who forsakes her heathen gods and learns the goodness and mercy of a loving Heavenly Father, our God and our Lord. I promised that I'd tell you once again how each of you listeners can receive a free copy of the Chapel Songbook. Here's all you need do. Send a card or letter to Children's Chapel in care of the station to which you are listening. Just ask for a Chapel Songbook and be sure to give your name and address. We'd also like to hear your comments about the program. Right now, it's prayer time once again in chapel. Do you have any special needs you wish to bring to God in prayer? Join with us, and we'll be with you as together we come before His presence. Good and gracious Lord, how wonderful it is to know that we can come to you and that you will hear our prayers. Thank you, God, for all your goodness to us. Forgive us when we forget how unhappy our lives would be without your love. Bless our homes, our parents and brothers and sisters. Keep us close to them and close to you. When family quarrels and disagreements come, may the Spirit of Christ dwell with us, that all our differences may be settled in love. And may we share not only our troubles, but our joys with you also. O blessed Savior, accept our deep devotion. Give us some work to do for you in the kingdom of God. Help us to make our world better because we have lived and loved and served. In Jesus' name, amen. As the doors of Children's Chapel close, we wish to thank you for worshiping with us. Children's Chapel is produced by David L. Bolton for the National Lutheran Council Department of Radio and Television. This is your host, Gene Larson, saying goodbye and God bless you until we meet again in Children's Chapel.